You do know that the political rivalry in your state is quite fierce, and so I mean the fact that you're a state governor in opposition, when anything happens in your state, it will be a lot of interest, to journalists, to the media, as it were.
Yeah.
And for a number of people, they're already beginning to impute reasons as to why you sacked your commissioners, especially looking at the fact that just days before you did that, a commissioner resigned from your cabinet.
Yes. There is nothing you do that people will not read minutes. Even when you don't wake up on time, people will read minutes. Why is it not working by this time?
Let me quickly read out something that they said.
Yes.
They said some people think it's a hurried move and an attempt at some form of damage control. That was the action you took. They said it was sought by the sudden sack of your team of commissioners to prevent others who may wish to exit, as Tam George did, from further exposing what is, in fact, an increasing loss of confidence in your leadership.
That is not correct. That's why I said that when you see people who do not know what's happening in government, I don't do anything without the consultation of the party. I don't do the leadership of the state. And that is why people don't understand how we operate. Whether the former commissioner of information resigned or not, I don't want to discuss on that fact. I mean, if you think you can't carry on again, you're entitled to. He's not the first person who has resigned in any cabinet. People resign in cabinet. So why do you have to impute any reason that, oh, this may be what has happened? No. As I speak to you, PDP as a party in the state is one united family. As I speak to you, and if you look at the number of people whom we have reappointed, you see that 80% of them are former commissioners. So if it was the same, because most of them are going to resign, so why did I accept now to come back? It is not correct. I don't owe them reasons why I should do what I want to do. For the matter that I've had consultation with my party and the leadership of the state, I'm quite satisfied.
But sometimes people say that the actions that you take can be a bit drastic. And, for instance, you're firing commissioners. Only recently, you withdrew the CFO, a 99-year lease of a hotel in your state.
Yes.
Isn't that drastic?
How drastic is it? Okay, now let me tell you something. You see, if it is drastic, the hotel would not apologize. The management would have apologized and said such will not happen. Did they even understand what happened? We are aware. What is the essence of giving you a CFO? To carry a business. We did not say, we didn't give you a CFO where the hotel we use as kind of criminal acts. Do you understand that particular day that investors, people in the hotel were running away for their life? And why would you allow such to happen? For such a reputable hotel, for you to allow people, your management should be able to control. They took over even the bar everywhere. People were running away. And we couldn't have accepted that. So the issue of whether decisions you took are so drastic cannot be said by those who are not informed. The hotel knew they did the wrong thing, and that's why they have written to us, apologizing.
What did the hotel do precisely that was wrong? Because you accused them that of being a den of electoral fraudsters. That was all that you accused them of being.
But that is not the first time. It has been happening. And we have always cautioned them. Now, apart from that, what image did you give to the state?
Did you tell the police?
If I told the police?
Yes.
Why do I need to tell the police before I take actions?
Yeah, but some people think it's a hostile, I'm going to read this out now, it's a hostile signal to the business and investment community that Rivers State is a toxic environment and that a 99-year land lease could be withdrawn impulsively at any minute by the governor.
You see, first of all, too, they should understand what I said. I said in the church that I was going to revoke the CFO of Novotel. When you say you have revoked, you made the publications, right? I said I was going to revoke.
In other words, you did not do it.
We have not even revoked. But I said I was going to revoke it, and they now ran to us and explained to us and apologized. The management, the top management, and apologized. That look, they are sorry for what they have done. They will never allow that kind of embarrassment to the state again. And in revoking CFO, there are processes, there are steps you take.
That wasn't because opposition politicians usually
No, the point I'm telling you, even if you want to revoke a CFO, there are steps you take. You give notice and the rest of it. So it's not people just can't, when they hear something, they will not even analyze it. Because of the interest they may have one way or the other, they begin to make comments. But whether you like it or not, The mere fact that, and like I've said, there's no decision any government takes that will not have, in terms of advantages and disadvantages, merits and demerits. No one decision you look and say, oh, this is the best. It has its own merits, it has its own demerits. It's only when you weigh it and the demerits outweighs the demerits, you go ahead. So we are not perturbed about people who are not informed about what is happening or what is on ground. It's not just you hear something, you just enter into the street and you start making a comment. For the mere fact that you have nothing to say, for the mere fact you have no job.
Now, let's talk politics now. At a state banquet dinner for members of the African Bar Association in Port Harcourt, you said that democracy in Nigeria is gone. By 2019, nobody should talk about democracy.
No.
Why did you say this?
Why would I not say so? Because I know as a fact that the ruling APC, what they intend to do is just to manipulate the election, and that initial is not democracy. I'm taking my state for example, with what we saw, and that is what they are also intending to do in 2019.
What did you see in your state?
Oh, come on, it was not democracy at all, where you see a contingent of over 40,000 security men and over 20,000 paramilitary for just what? A legislative rerun, not even in the entire state, in some constituencies and senatorial districts.
But the accusations against you is that you were trying to stifle the opposition in your state.
What do you call stifle? The only way to stifle opposition is by providing the dividends of democracy. If you don't want opposition to say anything, it's for you to perform. That is the end of opposition.
So
if you don't perform,
in the states where people perform, they do not have any opposition.
What opposition? What are you going to criticize? What are you going to criticize?
Let's take a moment now. When we return, Governor Wike speaks to me on his allegations against the police and whether or not his relationship with immediate past Governor Rotimi Amechi will ever mend.